I want to show you two functions I use a lot when I'm sewing out decorative stitches. The Bernina 480 sewing machine has them right at my fingertips, which I absolutely love. And it's the pattern begin and pattern end option. So one of the things we've been doing is when we tell people to stitch out their decorative stitches is usually to stitch out about 4 inches. You get enough of the repeat to see how it begins and how it ends. So usually at the end of my row, or however long my fabric is, I'll reach up to the pattern end button. That's one of the buttons that's on the front part of the machine. And when I push that, a little stop sign appears on the screen, indicating that it's going to finish the pattern and lock and stop. I'm going to bring the needle up so you can see that that pattern has actually, it's not stopped in the middle. See how it actually finished out, and it would begin a second time or keep sewing right there. So nobody wants just a half a pattern when they're sewing decorative stitches. So here is another thing. Let's just pick another pattern. Sometimes when I'm stitching along, I'll get started and I'll be like, oh no, that's not where I wanted to start, or oh, that's not the setting that I was thinking it would get, or something happens and you just got to restart. If you were to take this out and restart this stitch, you're going to be starting wherever it left off. So which is right where that dot is on the screen. Now speaking of on screen, do you notice that pattern end is a triangle with a line below it? Pattern begin is the triangle with the line at the top. And see that little grayish part? That only shows up once you've started stitching a decorative stitch. And so if you needed to go back to the beginning, you can touch that little gray circle and look, it pops the needle back to begin at the beginning of the stitch. So that is a great feature to have. Pattern ends, so it finishes that repeat and doesn't give you half of a something that I do love. So two features I use quite a bit when sewing out decorative stitches.